man in your life that you love, and not just in that kind of way. It could be a dad, a friend, a cousin. Now could be time to have the talk. The topic, their prostate. And newsflash, it could be a little uncomfortable. That's why I went looking for someone who could get the conversation started in your home and someone who wouldn't hold back.
And I found him.
Do you have any questions for me?
You married?
This is Raymond Mong, also known as Grandpa Ed.
Grandpa Ed, you are in trouble.
I know. I've been in trouble all my life.
He says what he thinks, and it kind of lets you know, but he's never met a stranger either.
And not a stranger to your TV, one of Grandpa Ed's grandchildren. You might recognize him more like this, Fox 4 morning meteorologist Trent Eric, who describes the 86-year-old former millwright from Indiana as
a loving guy and somebody who's just full of life at his age.
A gift, Trent says, considering the news their family received a little over 10 years ago.
I was kind of shocked.
After a routine annual physical and blood test, Grandpa Ed's doctor noticed an elevated PSA, that stands for prostate-specific antigen, and he sent him to a urologist.
And he checked me out, and I did have prostate cancer.
Experts describe the prostate as a small rubbery gland that's the size of a ping pong ball. It sits under the bladder and in front of the rectum. Prostate cancer occurs when a normal prostate cells alter and starts growing in an uncontrolled way. The Prostate Cancer Foundation says there usually aren't any early warning signs, but in rare and advanced states, symptoms like frequent urination and blood in the urine or semen can occur. So doctors gave Grandpa Ed two options, radiation or surgery to remove his prostate. He tells me in making that decision, he considered his own dad, who also had prostate cancer.
My daddy lived to be 100. I want to outlive him.
He chose the surgery with no sign of cancer since. Trent says his grandpa's diagnosis is a wake-up call.
My dad and I have to really sit up and pay attention because the stats are that it runs in the family.
An awareness this dad says he plans to pass on.
Now, for me personally, it's my son, protecting the future generations.
And for Grandpa Ed, a message for everyone.
Got to take care of this body. You only got one.
So maybe you're like Grandpa Ed and Trent, and you have a family history of prostate cancer. The foundation recommends talking to your doctor about screening at age 40. Now that's the same for those with a history of breast, colon, ovarian, or pancreatic cancer. And if you're a black man, since African American men are 75% more likely to develop prostate cancer than white men, and more than twice as likely to die from the disease. The screening age for those with no history and are not black is 45. So go ahead and have the talk. Remember, early detection is important here. The Prostate Cancer Foundation says 99% of all prostate cancer is treatable if detected early. Shari Armstrong, Fox 4, in your corner.
Nice, Shari. Grandpa Ed had surgery more than 10 years ago, and since then, we've seen new and even non-invasive treatments for prostate cancer. We'll show you some of those ways throughout the month of September. And if you'd like to learn more about our partnership with the Prostate Cancer Foundation, head to our website, fox4now.com.